What is up, YouTube? This is your boy Nick here, and today I revealed the results from last night's Extreme Rules pay-per-view, presented by the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie Out of the Shadows, in theaters June 3rd in Real D and in 3D. Now, before we get started, I would like to announce that I will not only will I be doing prediction videos, but I'll also be doing result videos, Q&As, superstar profiles, and match stipulation profiles as well. So for the Q&As, if you have a question for me, post in the comments below, or you can ask me the questions on Twitter as well at WWE_minister. I'll put a link in the description below. And same thing with superstar profiles. Just comment and any superstar you want me to do a profile on, as well as the match stipulations. Comment any match you want. Alright guys, we're gonna get started with the kickoff show, which the entire show alone kicked off with the Dudley Boys coming in and talking about ECW and how without the Dudley Boys, ECW went down the drain. And also they were talking about the new era, on how the new era sucks. And then Big Cass came in and attacked the Dudley Boys and called them soft. So that's what basically pretty much happened. Big Cass was talking about how the new era was better than ECW or whatever. So yeah. Alright, for the kickoff match, for the kickoff show match, we have Baron Corbin against Dolph Ziggler in a no disqualification match. What happened was that it was basically all Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin pretty much took control of the entire match. Dolph Ziggler did have a few comebacks. In the end, Baron Corbin hit Dolph Ziggler with a low blow, and then hit him with the End of Days, gaining the 1-2-3. Alright guys. From there we move on to our first of two tag team matches we had on the card last night. It is the Club, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, against the Usos. Now this rivalry had went on for months, and this was under tornado rules, so pretty much anything can happen. A pinfall or submission can happen inside the ring, outside the ring, wherever. I am one to admit I was not able to watch Extreme Rules last night, but I can tell you that the Club did defeat the Usos by hitting their finisher known as the Magic Killer. Again, I was not able to watch Extreme Rules, but that's what I know. Alright, from there we move on to our first of 5 title matches we had on the card last night. It is as Kalisto defended the United States Championship against Rusev. I guess from what happened last night, Rusev pretty much had the match. Kalisto had a few comebacks, and Kalisto hit his back on the apron, which is the hardest part of the ring, and Rusev slapped on the accolade, which was his submission hold, and he is now our new United States champion. From there, we move on to the tag team titles, as the New Day defended the tag team titles against the Vaudevillains. Now, from what I heard, the New Day defeated the Vaudevillains to retain the tag team titles. I assumed that it was by pinfall. I I'm just assuming that. Again, did not watch Extreme Rules. Alright, from there we move on to the fatal 4-way match for the Intercontinental title, as The Miz defended the Intercontinental title against Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Cesaro. It was pretty much anyone's match. I mean, the match could have went either way, but in the end, Sami Zayn hit the Helluva Kick on Cesaro. Kevin Owens hit the pop-up powerbomb, from what I know, on Sami Zayn. In the end, The Miz threw Owens out and gains the 1-2-3 to retain his Intercontinental title. From there, we move on to the first ever Asylum match, as Dean Ambrose went one-on-one with Chris Jericho. Now, as we saw last Monday on Raw, there was pretty much everything. You know, there was a mop and a bucket, a 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire, a leather strap, a fire extinguisher, a straitjacket, a kendo stick, and from what I heard, there were thumbtacks involved as well. So what happened was that Dean Ambrose won by hitting Dirty Deeds on Jericho on a pile of thumbtacks. There was a Facebook photo that featured Chris Jericho with thumbtacks on his arm, and Mick Foley came up, was in the photo, and the caption read, quote, "I'm Mick Foley, and I approve these thumbtacks." Obviously, I thought that was kind of funny. From there, we move on to the women's division, as Charlotte defended the women's championship against Natalya in a submission match with the stipulation that Ric Flair is banned from ringside, and if Ric Flair ever entered the arena whatsoever by any means, then Charlotte would lose the women's championship to Natalya. Ric Flair's, as Natalya was about to hit the sharpshooter, we heard apparently Ric Flair's music hit, but it wasn't Ric Flair. It was Dana Brooke. So she interfered, and Charlotte made Natty tap out to the figure 8, retaining the women's championship. All right. We now move on to our main event from last night. It was an Extreme Rules match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, as Roman Reigns defended against the phenomenal AJ Styles. Now, the match was basically back and forth. It was pretty much anyone's match. You know, the match could go either way. In the end, Roman Reigns pinned AJ Styles to retain the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. But after that, there was a surprising return, if you will. The return of Seth Rollins. He hit Roman Reigns with the pedigree and held, well, quote, his WWE World Heavyweight Championship to close the show. Alright guys, that is it for me today. If you enjoyed this video, please post, comment below, like, and subscribe for more. And be sure to check me out on Twitter at WWE_Minister. I'll put a link in the description below so you can check me out. And don't forget to post your questions for a Q&A that I will be doing pretty soon, as well as comment any superstar you want me to do a profile on, and I will do it, as well as the match stipulations. Be sure to post what type of match you want me to do a profile on, and its history. And again, that's it for me today. Post, comment below, like, subscribe for more. And this is your boy Nick here, signing off.